name's Paul Rigby. I run and the co-owner of Zenith Records in Melbourne, the only vinyl pressing manufacturing facility in Australia, I think the Southern Hemisphere. What's referred to as the vinyl revival has been a very surprising resurgence in the popularity of vinyl records as the medium du jour. It never completely disappeared. Up till a couple of years ago there were 2 plants operating in Australia, both struggling to keep up with demand. But I think in the last 2 years it's been probably a lot more mainstream. So a lot of acts that wouldn't have previously done vinyl are now considering vinyl as something they need to release their music on.
Connor Dalton, I'm the cutting engineer for Zenith Records. This is the cutting room, so we're cutting the masters, taking it from CD, transferring it and making the master disc. So we're cutting the groove with the sapphire tip stylus instead of the normal playback stylus. So we're looking at the built-in microscope on the Neumann VMS 70. We've just cut a groove and we can have a look through the microscope at about 150 times magnification, and it shows us the 60 micron groove that we've just put in there.
We transfer the music onto a nitrocellulose lacquer, then we need to plate those lacquers, then we need to dress the plates, centre punch the plates, polish those plates, have them ready to go on the press. We have to buy PVC in palletised form. We buy it in from a local company. We get it in 1 tonne lots. Probably go through a tonne every 3 weeks. The pellets go into a hopper, which feeds into a plastic extruder, which melts. We have an electric extruder and we have 2 steam extruders. So the steam will soften and plasticise the PVC to a certain temperature, and out comes a patty of 7-inch, which is about 50 grams, and we probably use about 200 grams to make 180 gram vinyl records. We need to get our labels printed on sheets. We load the labels, we load the paddy, we engage the press, 30 seconds or 35 seconds for a 7-inch, about 50 seconds for a 12-inch. We have a record, we put it on the trimming table, we put it on a spindle, it cools, we have aluminium spacers which keep them straight during the cooling process. Then we bag them and then we put them in sleeves, we pack them, we shrink wrap them and we send them out. It's ready to go. There's a lot of romance that goes with it, and when it gets down to it, you know, you're standing at a vinyl press for 7.5 hours a day, just pressing records. It's a machine operator's job. There's nothing too glamorous about it. In terms of the people that we put on, we need mechanical aptitude, someone who's been a fitter, someone with some hydraulics understanding, not your typical sort of vinyl gazer type of profile. It's a dirty, dusty, noisy environment. Yeah, it is old gear. I mean, look, the newest machines are the auto machines, they're 1978. They stopped making them in the early 80s. And I guess with all the demand in Europe and the States, the challenge is to find mothballed machines in old warehouses in Jamaica and Florida, Venezuela, holy grails of the last auto presses that were shipped to Brazil and nobody knows where they are, and all this sort of romance just to get them on board, bring them back online and keep up with demand. We love it because maybe we've been brought up on it. We love the sound. Some people talk about the ritual of putting it on. You're not listening to it as a playlist, you're listening to it as an album. You've got a product, you've not got something that's a disposable throwaway thing you can put in your jacket pocket. You have to tuck it under your arm. You know, you sort of take it home, you won't throw it away. We've done Kylie Minogue, we've currently got 1,000 singles on for her at the moment. We're doing orders for Taiwan, did an order for Malaysia, Indonesia. A lot of people still have a preference to getting their vinyl done offshore. Your only option is going offshore, you're waiting 10 to 12 weeks for it. You want to press your stuff and having a sporting chance of getting it in 4, I reckon we can do it. As hard as it is and as stressful as it gets, it's still a lot more rewarding than anything else I've done. We don't know how long this vinyl revival is going to go. You know, it may only have 3 or 4 years left. It may fall over next year. We don't know.